So Vincent Kompany's Burnley, they look nothing like Sean Dyche's Burnley. Nothing at all. Very contrasting styles of football. It's gotten them success.
I think that's the biggest achievement Kompany has. Not just getting promoted. The fact that he's managed to overhaul what we know Burnley as.
For the last decade.
Yeah, for the last... And Sean Dyche was coach for years. You know, he got them promoted, got relegated. He wasn't sacked. They understood that, look, he did a good job. He came back and he made them a solid Premier League team for years until last season where things finally fell off. And look, when you look at Burnley, even in the time they were in the Premier League, they didn't spend a lot of money.
Nope.
Their purse strings were very tight. So after a while, eventually, it shows. When you don't spend money, after a while, you can't progress. And we are seeing it in a way with Southampton.
Tactics and coaching will only get you to a certain
and we
point.
are seeing in a certain way with Southampton. If you keep on selling your best players, or you are not renewing the squad quick enough, and you're in a Premier League where teams in mid-table and the relegation zone are competing with Champions League teams for players and the matching price. Because look, just AC Milan as an example. AC Milan wanted Charles de Ketelaere. Leeds offered more money to Club Brugge. Probably offered him a similar or better salary, but the prestige of playing for AC Milan won out. January transfer window, Bournemouth and AC Milan again are competing for Nicolo Zaniolo.
Yeah.
If you think about it, AC Milan are playing a Champions League quarter-final this midweek, and they are competing with teams who are in a relegation battle for players. It should just tell you how much money is being spent by Premier League teams. So if you don't keep up, you will not be able to. And that is probably why they want Kompany to play a more expansive style, use the players quote-unquote better.
Yeah.
But there were some ownership changes at Burnley that didn't help. Maybe the new owners will be a bit more forthcoming with spending money and that kind of stuff. So it remains to be seen how they adjust their squad going into the Premier League season.
It's interesting that Kompany wanted Majid Ashimera. I remember at the beginning of the campaign. I'm not sure how that played out, but eventually Majid ended up staying. We'll see if he will renew his interest in him now that they have gained promotion.
It will be good to see him in the Premier League, though.
Yeah, it will be good to see Ashimera in the Premier League. But just quick thoughts on Kompany and Burnley and the work they've done. Like I said, it's even more impressive for me that they have the best defense in the league as well.
Yeah, I'm really surprised at the way quickly the players have been able to grasp his ideas because, like Sisu said, if you have a crop of squad playing to a certain style of football, for them to switch to suit another
in one
style,
season.
Yeah, it's difficult. And at that one season, he's been able to promote them into the English top flight. So it tells you that the players probably he has at his disposal are very good to his ideas or have adapted quickly, and clearly that's evident with the way they've played. So, I mean, congratulations. The last time, I think I made mention about when they met up with Manchester City and Pep took him to the cleaners by beating him 5-0 and things, and I was like, oh, this is the test they'll be facing in the Premier League. So, I mean, I just want to see how they fare in the Premier League better because now they get to play the top clubs and there will be days where you have to be pragmatic in the way you set up because you look at the way they play. Yeah, it's very expansive, and you can't always be that way. So
it's also probably because there are some of them. Because the truth is, if you get relegated, by default, you probably have one of the better squads in the league. Unless you lose
if a lot of your players don't leave.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, I mean, congratulations to him, and let's just see how he fares.
I want to see the players that they eventually recruit. I want to see the approach Kompany takes because he's played at the top in the Premier League. I want to see how he navigates his way around the Premier League. Will be interesting to see. Let's take another break here. When we come back, we have some action from the Italian Serie A, also the Spanish La Liga.